I don't know if this is true, and I don't want it to be like me just making an assumption, but I am. So I can't help but feel as if like Trump's election or like Trump being elected as our president, I don't want to blame everything on him because I don't know if it's all his fault, really the individuals who follow him. But I can't help but feel as if Trump being elected has somehow like allowed people who felt some sort of animosity towards African Americans, Hispanic people, or just anybody who isn't of their preference. Like I feel like him being elected has somehow stimulated those people and make them feel as if now
It's
that he is
okay.
president, it's an okay. Like this is an environment in which that negative behavior can thrive. And now because that police officer has done that to those kids, like if he would have handled the situation properly, they might have good like interaction with police officers. If they get pulled over or something, they might have a friendly conversation with them. There might not be any confrontation. But now that he's done that, now that he's taken it to that level, whenever they see a police officer, they're gonna be reminded my friend got dragged through the dirt and the grass and through bushes and got a gun put to his face. And whenever they see a police officer, they're not gonna be able to talk to him friendly.
That's a really good point because lots of people talk about how, like especially black people, like oh if you didn't do a crime or anything, you shouldn't be acting like you're guilty. Like
So black people face, right?
shut up. If you didn't do like if you haven't committed any crimes, you shouldn't feel guilty, or like you shouldn't seem guilty or whatever. But it's a systematic thing because they could have had a situation like that whenever they were kids. And it's a mental thing because now every time they encounter a police officer, they get scared. And that's whenever police officers take it to, well, oh, he was acting like this, so that I feared for my life, so it's okay for me to do this.
I feel like it's more of a scare tactic. That the police officers are now rising up and doing stuff that you would be like, well, why? And they're supported. I think it's a scare tactic to show that we don't have a voice, and we do. I think they're trying to oppress people by mass incarcerations, shootings. When I say people, I mean minorities and people who don't have the wealth to really be somebody in society. They're mass incarcerating people. They're shooting people. They're taking innocent lives. And we have the power. They don't have the power. They have the physical and the lawful power. But we run the country. It's our democracy that runs the country. And I just don't think it's fair. But I just don't think it's fair. I'm not surprised. Like, it's going to keep happening. It's going to keep happening until we do something. And